something completely different.
We have like a ton of Justin Baldoni stuff. Like when I tell you how much Justin Baldoni stuff we have, it's almost overwhelming. It's almost out of this world. We'll start with this. Blake Lively case. Judges says attorney must watch their words, avoid tainting jury ahead of trial. Blake Lively's attorneys Michael Gottlieb and Astra Hudson tell TMZ, we are pleased with the result of today's hearing and eager to move forward immediately with discovery of this case. The court granted our request that all attorneys in the matter actually following the rule of law and not making any statements that could prejudice a jury. This case deals with serious allegations of sexual harassment and retaliation. We will hold the defendants accountable. So right here, we have the video of their lawyer, and let's hear what this schmuck has to say. The judge requires both sides to abide by New York rules of personal conduct, which prevents lawyers from making statements with a substantial likelihood that could taint a jury. Let me see here. Also, Justin Baldoni just scored a legal win because the first court hearing in their beef ended with a half a gag order for Justin's lawyer. But first of all, let's hear from the lawyer of Blake Lively.
How do you feel about the way the case was handled today? After today, what's next?
What's Ryan doing?
No comment, sorry.
No comment, sorry, because you're a loser. You know you got caught lying and lying.
We're very happy with the outcome today.
With the what? Opportunity? Mm-hmm.
Happy with the outcome today.
Oh, that's a good thing. So what's next?
She's so freaking cute, this girl.
What's next? I mean, that's a good thing. So what's next? I mean, right now it's playing out in the media, and people are kind of concerned that the media might have an effect on, like, the jury.
Oh, just.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm not going to comment. Thank you.
You sound like a wimp when you're not going to comment because you know that you're in charge of a case that your client is a liar. Do you notice how Justin Baldoni's lawyer won't shut up? Because he's got all the proof in the world that you're liars. And this is just another Jussie Smollett case.
You guys, we're very happy with how the hearing went and with the outcome of it.
Mm-hmm.
How has this, you give us an update on the filing of Ms. Lively's lawsuit and the countersuit affected her life and, you know, her career,
No comment.
family, everything?
So Blake is fine, and Ryan is fine. They're doing great.
You just look like a bitch when you don't talk to the paparazzi.
It's really what fans want to know, too. How are they doing? This is a really interesting case.
I'm just a lawyer.
I'm just a lawyer, yeah, and a very bad one. 856-49-HOPPE. Now, Taylor Swift gets involved. Of course, Taylor would be involved with a man-hater.
Happy hot topic.
Justin Baldoni is bringing Taylor Swift back into the narrative amid his legal battle with Blake Lively. In court documents filed on January 31st and published online by Baldoni, the It Ends With Us director accuses Lively of leveraging her close friendship with the singer
Yeah, you know a lot of people probably use Taylor.
throughout the making of their film, including making a, quote, veiled threat through a studio executive, implying she might change her mind about
Of course you would hide behind an executive, because you don't have the guts to do it yourself.
reaching out to Taylor Swift to secure the use of My Tears Ricochet for the trailer if her demands are not met. Some of Lively's alleged demands in court documents included having Baldoni's film by credit removed from posters.
She's the worst, man. Can you imagine being married to her? I know, thank you.
As well as Lively getting more time in the editing room with her personal editor to oversee the final cut of the Colleen Hoover adaptation.
I bet her farts smell real bad.
Baldoni's filing reads, this maneuver felt less like a professional request and more like extortion, holding the film's marketing efforts hostage to gain creative control. This is not the first time Baldoni mentioned Swift in his lawsuit against Lively. In his initial complaint,
you know, Taylor's like, I don't need this right now. I gotta pretend to know about football this weekend.
Filed on January 16th, the Jane the Virgin alum said he felt pressured into allowing Lively to rewrite It Ends With Us' iconic rooftop scene after...
Yeah, he probably knew that her version was bad, because these women that have talked about it think that intimacy is when a woman talks.
Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and their, quote, mega celebrity friend joined in a production meeting. Baldoni wrote in an alleged text to Lively, which is included in his lawsuit, was working on rooftop scene today. I really love what you did, and I would have felt that way without Ryan and Taylor. Ultimately, Lively's version of It Ends With Us was released in theaters, according to Baldoni. He alleges that he was largely cut out of the film's marketing due to Lively's strong-arm tactics, including being kept in a theater basement away from the rest of the cast during the movie's red carpet premiere. Baldoni is countersuing Lively and Reynolds in response to sexual harassment allegations made by the Gossip Girl actress.
Yeah, these are starting to look not very truthful.
In a lawsuit filed in late December, Lively accused Baldoni of creating a hostile work environment.
What if it's you? What if you're the hostile one? I'm not defending Justin. You are not innocent. Well, I'm sure you're such a princess to be around.
Your campaign against her when she spoke out. In his countersuit, Baldoni denied the sexual harassment allegations and accused Lively and her husband of
Can you imagine if he did admit to it? He's like, oh yeah, spankers.
Using their star power to collude with the press and defame him. A trial has been set for March 2026 with both sides.
Oh, this is going to be juicy. This is the Amber Turd and Johnny Depp at 2025.
It's most recently agreeing to move forward with the discovery process in the legal proceedings per NBC News.
Alrighty, so there is that.
We turn now to Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. The It Ends With Us co-star's legal battle
Even as reporters sound sick of it.
Has entered the courtroom, and Ariel Reshef has the details. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. A lot of eyes on this one. It is an increasingly ugly PR battle with
Yeah, it's definitely PR.
both sides digging in. The
I think more people know who Baldoni is than they did before.
case taking on a life of its own in the court of public opinion, and now the high drama bleeding into the federal courtroom, where the judge warned both sides that all the public mudslinging could jeopardize the trial.
This morning, 3 months after the bitter PR war between It Ends With Us stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni began, the case has finally reached court. Their attorneys facing off for the first time in front of a federal judge who warned both sides to rein in the public rancor to avoid influencing a potential jury.
It actually gets worse. Yeah.
No way.
The blockbuster feud taking over TikTok.
It looks like we're going to have to rename this movie to It Never Ends.
I get what you did there.
Baldoni's team launching a new website over the weekend, releasing a timeline claiming Lively and her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, drafted a statement intended to make Baldoni take accountability for the troubled production and
yeah, it's never Blake's fault.
Negative press Lively received surrounding the launch of the movie. On his new website, Baldoni also releasing what he claims are previously unseen texts between himself, Lively, and Reynolds during the making of the film. According to those texts, on February 8th, 2023, Baldoni reached out to Ryan Reynolds saying he would like them to be friends. Reynolds allegedly responding, "You've been a wonderful collaborator with B, and that meant a great deal to both of us. Being a stand-up person is everything, and you've been just that since day one."
Weird, man. Ryan Reynolds seems like the type of guy that has a little bit of liquor at him and probably reaches out to people a little too much. Why do I know this? Because I used to do this.
Thank you. I happen to adore you, Justin. In June of 23, shortly before production shut down for the writer's strike, Baldoni says he sent Lively a text saying, "I appreciate all you've done to help us catch up and the extra work and energy you've put in. It has not gone unnoticed." Lively responded, "Thanks so much for this text. I appreciate your empathy and I give it in return." Lively's camp not responding to Baldoni's website direct.
Yeah, you notice how they're not responding anymore? You notice how they were talking and now they're all quiet? Because, you know, they realize they're losers.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.